You really have a hemorrhoid that large?
Yep.
That you have to sit at an angle?
Pretty big.
Oh, hot mics. Sweat Equity Podcast, the #1 comedy business podcast in the world.
What?
You want some real raw dog talk?
What?
With some
No.
pragmatic entrepreneurial advice
Nobody wants that.
from those who've been there, like a man, Jake the Snake Plumber, Rosenberg, our guest on the show today, 32 years old, simultaneously very young, and the oldest 32-year-old at the same time.
Yes.
Interesting, but
Duality of man.
a good interview for those wanting to be an entrepreneur. He keeps it simple. KISS, baby.
Stupid.
Listen to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, OnlyFans, Substack, your mom's Sony Walkman. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one drag-and-drop customizable website creator. Don't need to know code. You can have an online store like sweatequitypod.com/store if you want some fucking awesome tank tops.
Yes.
I want money.
Don't get these WordPress assholes to tell you otherwise. Squarespace is the shiznit. And if you want to get the hookup, holler if you hear me. Hit the link in the episode description. If you don't need to make a website and you want to help the show, go to the merch store on sweatequitypod.com, or you can be our BFFs by subscribing to the pod, throwing that 5-star review, write a little something in there, and share this. Share the show.
Please.
Why won't you share it?
Please.
Just share it with someone.
Please share the show.
You could have done it by now.
Please share the show.
You turned Eric Italian.
I'm Italian.
Atati! Boom!
What?
What about my sweat equity?
It's me, about
Sweat
it.
equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Jake,
How are you?
can you hear us?
If I can.
All right, we're rolling. We go live on tape, man.
Cool, man.
Why don't you? Because I don't want to fumble through people's, call to action links or bio. Why don't you tell us about yourself real quick? 30-second elevator pitch, and then where people can find your product.
Sure, that's perfect. So I'm Jake. I started Krete. It's 30-second skincare for guys, so it's a nice little 30-second intro. I started because I had a ski accident back in 2017. It forced me into understanding skincare. I was just a normal guy who used bars of soap and things like that, and now I know the best products for guys to use. It takes 30 seconds or less to learn about them and use them, and we sell online at Krete, Krete.club, Krete.club.
I want to ask about the ski accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've reversed our order of asking every guest the first time on the show this question.
First of all, how old were you when you had the ski accident?
27.
Not 13.
26.
Oh.
26, yeah.
I want to get your origin story right. That's why we're putting this at the top of the interview instead of the end. What advice would you give your 13-year-old self?
The same I got from my parents, that when you do something and you build it yourself or you earn it yourself, it's 1,000 times sweeter and better and means more to you than if it's given to you.
100% correct on that. What's the value of free? It's zero.
I didn't know what you wanted
No,
to say.
I'll take some free stuff here and there
We'll
as long as
rehearse
I'm
that.
working hard, you know.
I just
But-
wanted to go Pacino on that. Just really, it's a zero. And so, all right. So it sounds like you grew up in a pretty good household. If you had parents dispensing that kind of advice.
They raised me well, and they always, whether it was grades or other things, they put pressure, but not too much. I could get it. I could do poorly on a test if I did, but as long as I studied and tried, I ended up doing well in school, so it wasn't really a worry for them. But yeah, I mean, it felt good to get good grades. It felt good to make more money in a business. It's not,
So we're not at Asian American strict level of getting all A's, or you're gonna kneel on rice on the ground.
Jewish American level, so it was pretty close.
That's
Pretty intense.
That's more psychological.
Yeah.
That's a long game.
It's not as blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of extracurriculars. There's piano lessons and singing and martial arts and chess and all those things. Yeah.
Now we like to say on the show we love our Jays. We love the Jews. I don't know what Kanye's talking about. I don't know why people hate on Jewish people throughout history. I don't get it. But all my Jewish friends, I love going to their houses. The dinners I'd have over there.
Latkes, love latkes.
Oh, dude, the conversation, everybody's funny.
I'm not a big fan of Jewish food, to be honest. I think that's the one thing we need to improve. That's why we Jews in New York, because I'm from New York originally, we just ate Italian food. It's like they did that better. We'll go with theirs.
Yeah. I mean, like gefilte fish can only get you so far.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like you're Orthodox. It's really tough.
No, I'm Reform. I had a bar mitzvah, but not very religious.
So you're like the Catholic version of Jewish. Like most of my Catholic friends are like, I'm Catholic, and they never go.
Catholics I've known in my life have been on the more religious side, to be honest.
There's some
They're religious about it.
I put that spread just like there's some devout Jews friends I have. They go every Friday night. I have those Catholic friends, but for the most part of both, most are like, I'm down with it, and then don't do much of the thing.
There's a cultural element to all these things too, and there's community elements. So you don't necessarily have to believe in all the actual tenets of religion to kind of be a part of the community.
Yeah, and
you're always going, and I'm like, why are you? And you're like, I just like to sit in a quiet place and listen to a guy tell me stuff that maybe I didn't think about.
Those guys for me are like Peter Thiel and podcasts and whoever.
Sure.
Peter Thiel.
I have my business people, my business priests I listen to more than anything else.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
No.
Hustle culture.
Vaynerchuk.
I don't know. It seems like he's pretty good at sounding very busy.
Well, he makes money off of the hustle culture that he kind of makes fun of a lot.
Yeah. No
great
excuses.
By the way, great interview on the Tim Dillon podcast with Gary Vee and him. Gary Vee's actually got a pretty good sense of humor about.
Yeah, he does. I mean, that's why, I don't hate him. It's just like, I don't get inspired from that. I want to know, like, the guy in the back room building the things and talk to that guy, not the front-facing guy who's going to tell you about the culture and the spiritual, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I want to know, like, how to build a thing, not energy and constant hustle and make it an NFT.
I love the wrestler aspect to it. I love the showmanship. I don't want to do it personally.
I know. We need to just start.
You guys watch wrestling growing up?
Yeah.
We're in Tampa, man. So
we're like the wrestling epicenter of the world.
All the wrestlers have houses down here, so we're kind of all around it at all times.
I used to watch it a lot. I was a WCW guy, Bill Goldberg and Diamond Dallas Page. My people.
You're a tad bit younger than us, I believe. We're.
Or is it your skin that tells this?
Oh,
the tale?
I'm 32, so
what?
32 and a half.
You look like you're 21.
Yep.
I'll take it, man.
It must be
I grew
serum.
up Snuka, Bob Snooker. Someone Snuka. I had that. My dad was a big wrestling guy. I don't remember.
I just found out my parents secretly watch wrestling every week.
To this day?
They never told me for 30 years.
Are you joking around right now?
I swear to God. They watch like Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or one of them. Never told me. Never throughout my childhood. Nary a wrestling event on. And my parents are like, I was trapped at my cousin's wedding.
We should become wrestlers, dude.
And I was in a car, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we watch wrestling every week." And I was like,
"I got the outfits down,
right?
Yeah, well,
personas are down. We're good.
We just try to put a little zhuzh on it for you. We felt we needed to be classier than our normal tank tops.
Well, you had a hat on, and I was like, "You can't beat me." So right to Jess's closet.
This is the nicest white T-shirt I have. I did it for you guys.
Oh, that's cool. Well, it's got sleeves.
So you went to Penn. You went to Penn. You're a smart dude.
Oh.
I got a bunch of friends that went there. All very. Everybody I've met from Penn can't say enough good things. Very smart dudes. But realistic Ivy kind of people. Ivy Leaguers?
Yeah, it was called the social Ivy because it wasn't, people would work hard, but we'd also go out hard. Philly was an easy city. It was cheap and fake IDs worked. Not that you should do that, but they worked time at least, And so you could just actually have a good time. You could go out and be social. If you're at like Cornell, you're up in the middle of nowhere. You're at Harvard, it's a little too devoid of social whatever. Not completely. You can have fun at those places, but Philly was just was a lot more fun of a school. There were a lot more like normal people and other colleges around that we could have fun at. So you ended up coming out of there studying hard, but also having had fun.
And around knuckleheads, like Harvard is in Boston, around a bunch of knuckleheads there. You want to go to the Wawa, get a water, get a hoagie?
Wawa? Oh, there's a Wawa like a block from me for a couple of years.
You did the Boston accent.
No, that's the Philly accent. That's the Philly Jersey. You want to get a water?
Oh.
My
I thought you were trying to do Boston.
No.
I thought he was trying to do Boston, but then he said Wawa, which is a Philly.
Yeah,
Jersey.
but I was confused because usually they say park the car, and I was like, "Are you trying to do that?"
No, I was just saying like
Wawa, and then not understanding there's no R there to do.
I love schools like University of Chicago's right in the heart of Chicago, like these really big academic tentpole schools that are in the middle of a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But
that school, their unofficial catchphrase is "where fun goes to die." So
what? University of Chicago?
University of Chicago, yeah.
How dare you, David Booth, the Booth School of Business? That was my old boss.
My dad got his MBA from University of Chicago.
Well, I'm gonna call David Booth up, the namesake.
Apparently, it's not a fun school undergrad. I don't know.
No,
your dad probably did crazy shit he doesn't want to tell you about, and he's like, "It was stupid. You wouldn't like it."
He was a Wall Street guy in the '80s, but I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
He partied harder than you ever have.
Wall Street, eh?
I wish he did.
Wall Street in the '80s?
Yeah.
He's like a pretty buttoned-up guy.
He is.
When he got home, yeah. But it's Wolf of Wall Street.
I've asked him bluntly. He said he's seen a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask him.
Well, someone has to actually do stuff, I guess, in those places.
Yeah, the businesses had to operate.
Yeah, I find those environments. You got to pry your dad for more of those stories because he's holding back. Like my dad won't tell me.
Ask him if he wants to be on a podcast.
Let's get father son on here and just really flesh everything out. So 2017, you said you got in a ski accident. What are we talking? How gnar is this ski accident?
I've been a good skier my whole life. So when you do crazy day then you're in the trees, whatever. But like I was actually coming in. I was like the last one out there. It's just a blue. I'm like, hauling ass. I'm just cruising down it. Pretty easy run. I hit some ice and my ski pops off and hits me in the face while I'm standing like a sword. So right there, cuts my nose open.
Oh, shit.
Fucking terrible. Rolling around on the ground. I don't know how graphic I'm supposed to get, but
very graphic.
We're on OnlyFans. You can do whatever you want, man.
Cool. Well, it broke my nose in a couple places, including in the back of it, so I was choking on my own blood, which is pretty terrible.
Fuck.
Yeah, I had my headphone in, so I said, "Hey Siri, call 911," and it worked.
Wow.
At that point, I was like holding snow on my hands. My hands were getting like frostbite because I couldn't move them, and I couldn't like touch my phone because they were wet. So ski patrol came. I got them to take a picture of me with the thumbs down. There's like blood all over the place. It was a pretty absurd situation. Toboggan down, emergency stitches, fly back to LA, more cosmetic stitches, lasering, microneedling for a year and a half. Have to stay out of the sun.
What are you doing work-wise at the time?
I was running a software company, so I've always had my own companies. I've never actually been employed.
So you're a serial entrepreneur. I know it's in your bio. Yeah. But
you like to check those bios.
I take them with a grain of salt. Some people are like, I have an Etsy store that sells, turquoise jewelry. You're like, okay.
I've had multiple actual businesses. So serial entrepreneur, it either is like, oh wow, that's awesome. You've probably done a couple cool things, or it's, oh, you can't actually execute on anything. You just keep bouncing around, and you can make a nice pitch deck, but nothing ever gets done. And there's more of the latter than there is of the former.
Yep.
I've actually had a couple companies that were successful, and I am, like I said, 32. I started stuff in college, so I've been doing this for 12, 13, 14 years.
Yeah, software, investments, and fashion. Any investment tips you got for us?
Or fashion tips?
Or fashion, or software tips?
Keep it simple with fashion. I don't know.
I agree.
I don't chase trends. Nice suit. I don't wear suits a lot, but like nice suit, a nice shirt that fits you. It's like not hair crazy color, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, your mom's hairnet. What is that you're wearing?
I don't know. I don't know what this thing is.
It's like an old lady.
I thought you were talking about. I actually wear a hairnet because I learned chemistry and produce our stuff. So it was like some of our emails is me in a hairnet.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay, so you're in it. You're a tinkerer. You get in there.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm I'm there from the second we have a new idea. Let's build it together. Let's get in the lab. Let's do whatever. And then once it gets big enough and we have process, I'll outsource it because I know I can manage that thing because I know about it.
Interesting. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone that has a product they're trying to get off the ground, like Krete? Products are a little tricky, right? There's a lot of ways you can go about making them. You can do it your way, which seems like R&D, probably a lot of frustrating, but creative in the ability to create a solution to figure out this product that you can make it work within the cost constraints. But you can go another route. You can get it kind of just labeled and be a branded kind of thing.
I mean, look, if you are I get approached by a lot of influencers who want to white label our stuff, and I'm like, no, thank you. Like, we're doing great. You don't get to basically co-opt all of our R&D for now. We might do some co-branding things later, but
with sweat equity, fuck yeah, dude, yeah.
But this show, essentially, it's like if you're an influencer, you should go and white label stuff because you have a following. You've conquered the marketing element of the funnel, right? So you should just go to somebody that has a product that you like, that your customers will probably like, slap your name on it and get it fulfilled. Because you can just tweet, you can post on Instagram, you can do a TikTok video. Let's say you have millions of followers or a YouTube video or whatever, and you have the marketing done. If you have to do the marketing yourself, you have to start thinking a lot more seriously about unit economics in the funnel and actually running a profitable business, which requires significantly more skills. And the biggest piece of advice that I give to everybody is that you can learn anything on the internet.
Yep.
I'm not, free, everything. There's a lot of entrepreneur classes, like maybe Founder has a good one. It was like $1,500. That was still very good and I think worth the money. And there's a lot of audiobooks. But for the most part, I taught myself chemistry at a professional level on Google and YouTube. What it took was 2 months of me watching videos and taking notes and learning it and taking the initiative myself. So it took the resource of time and dedication. It didn't take money. So for people starting companies, like if you want to learn how to market, go watch some free videos on email marketing and go set up Klaviyo or MailChimp or something and build an email flow. It's not rocket science.
Go get certified. There's so many little certification thingies you can get.
You don't even necessarily need the certification. It's just the knowledge, right?
I like the little badge, though.
I know.
I like the humble brag.
I want the thingy. I want the little badge thingy.
I want my gold star. I want people to know.
I need the pat on the back.
I avoid LinkedIn and all that shit so much. Like, I can't do LinkedIn because everyone's just like, oh, look at me. I'm certified in this. And I'll attempt to hire them, and I'll tell them like, this person doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, we enjoy LinkedIn for its fakeness,
right? Like a third party observer of LinkedIn.
I get a lot of shit from my close family and friends. Or like, you're gonna post some of your stand up jokes on there. I'm like, yeah, that's one job I do. It's being a fucking comedian,
right.
And that's just another place to put it in a fucking feed of nothingness. I'm
doing a thing where I say yes to everybody.
Say, to all the garbage.
Hey, I'd like to see what you have going on. You want to have a chat? Sure, let's have a chat. Whatever.
There was a guy on LinkedIn who cold messaged me a year or two ago, and he was a marketing guy, and he had this top hat on, and he kept saying tip of the hat or top of the hat or something like that. I was just like, that was his beginning, middle, and ending of like every message he sent me, and I was so curious that I actually clicked in, and he was just like a crazy guy.
How kooky is he? Yeah.
It was so fascinating.
Get him on the pod.
That was like 2-3 years ago. I was like, I'm done using LinkedIn because we have some advisors and people who are like pretty big in the skincare space. Hold on, let me.
It seems like you're at a different stratosphere than most, I would say, at your age, trying to get it going.
Yes, one of our advisors was the former chief people officer at Dollar Shave Club. So if I need to find someone, I'm just like, hey, dude, we need a new email person. He goes and finds them. I'm not about to go search on LinkedIn and spend my time and my whatever. It's too much.
Well, time is a commodity. It seems like you value that very much. And you go, I'm good over in these sectors. I need to delegate this out to to people that are either going to gobble up that time that I don't want to waste. You probably know the value of your time versus other people.
Absolutely. We're outsourcing a lot of things that we previously were doing all of our manufacturing in-house. It's taking too much of my time. So earlier today, we figured out a place to outsource. We outsourced some products and we kept some in-house. So we're doing that. Customer service is getting more automated. That's staying in-house. We do our ads in-house, but I'm hiring more people to do it.
Customer service in-house, I'd say keep it that
Customer
way.
service has to stay in-house because you need to know what your customers are doing.
Yeah.
It's just we need to automate it. We need to have better emails that answer your questions so it doesn't end up needing a person to actually answer it.
Well, if you want us to roast battle your marketing funnel, if you want us to talk shit about it, that's our favorite thing to do because that's how we audit.
Absolutely. I mean, we do
That's
it too.
an offline conversation or off-air conversation usually.
Fair enough. Okay.
Okay, we can do it here, but we don't care.
Yeah,
But
fine, we'll do it all.
No, I got a feeling it's buttoned up and it is bulletproof.
we forget to self-promote ourselves to be able to let us just audit it. We'll do it for fun. Just because I think it makes us better at strategy overall when we're doing these exercises for people.
Yeah, I mean, we do all our ads in-house and everything because that way if we know a message is working, 2 days later we have five versions of that message in a new format. New first 2 seconds so people see a different visual and they think it's a new ad, those kinds of things. There's a lot of simple strategies. But yeah, I mean, it's just a grind. You do it one day at a time and then you have over a week you make your email flows better and then the next week you make your ads better and the next week you start focusing on a new product and a year passes and you're like, oh my God, we are a completely different company. We kind of have that experience every 2 months. We look back and we think, holy shit, our sales are up and our products are more and it's every 2 months we really see a monumental shift forward.
That's great.
So,
yeah, and you have a
feeling, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
People are listening as this episode comes out. There's a Black Friday sale, 41% off. That's an odd number. Off all products.
We do that on purpose. That's by design. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
We need to know the reasoning.
It probably sticks in your head a little bit differently.
The average for Black Friday sales is 37%, and we have great margins. So we said, let's do 40, and then I said, no, let's do 41 because it's one more than 40. So if someone else is doing a 40% discount, we'll be one more than them.
Huh? Okay, it's not the 3D chess we thought.
Pretty straightforward.
What was that?
It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
it's funny and it's weird. And if we give a weird discount, it makes you think and it makes you remember it. Everyone gives nice round discounts. It's like, well, let's not do that. We give 11, we give 22, we give 33, and now we give 41. Those are our for various things. And you have
3 product lines, I'd say, right? It's the hydrating facial serum, the hydrating body serum, and the head to toe bundle, which is
I'm gonna guess is both.
Yeah.
It is both. We just launched this as the body serum yesterday. So we were actually a 1-product company until yesterday. Now we're 2. We have concealer coming out in probably March. Could be earlier. It depends. Chinese New Year slows things down and we get the components from Taiwan. So it depends on if they are, shipping or not.
We got to get some.
We were literally talking
Go ahead.
about this before the podcast started. Well, you were saying, I need to wear makeup.
I do.
Start wearing makeup.
We have a new camera set up in here, and it's real zoomed in. And I was looking at video of it.
I'll tell you this: we're defeminizing the whole thing. It's just a performance skin part. Like if you have a pimple or dark circles, you just do this and it disappears. We're not doing makeup like lipstick and other beauty products.
Okay, that was
exactly perfect.
That's what I needed because I get razor bumps. Is this going to help me?
I have one right here. I didn't do it because I thought it would be out of camera, and now I'm calling it out. But I have a couple of red spots around. You can't see them because we're maybe 3 seconds before I turned the camera on. I just did this with it on, and they disappear. It's great. It works if you're on a date and you have a pimple. If you're going to work and you have dark circles, or if you're on Zoom all day, it's a no-brainer. There's certain of these products that women use, but guys should use. Women should use the eyelash thing. That has no need for guys to use it. I mean, guys can use it if they want, but I'm saying it doesn't form an actual function. Doing this and not looking as tired is you'll have a different reaction from people that'll be more positive.
Yeah,
so I use that because that hit the scar on my nose. So that's how I learned about that.
Judging by the branding, the website, kind of the 20 minutes we've been talking to you, you're kind of minimalist you want to keep things simple. It seems like if I'm getting a theme,
it's kind of just the general catch-all phrase for it. Yeah, I mean, our tagline is 30-second skincare. We want to tell you what our products do, and we want you to use them in 30 seconds or less. Because we know that the value proposition equation to our customers is, what's this product going to do? It's going to make you look younger, better, healthier skin, more confidence. But everyone can say that. Everyone has ads. The denominator Yeah, numerator and denominator. The denominator is how long and how hard is it going to take for me to get there? If it's like, great, you're going to look good, but it's going to take you 6 months and $1 million, like, that's not really compelling. If it's going to take you 30 seconds and $30, like, okay, that's pretty compelling. And then the other part of the equation is how likely are you to actually achieve that, and that's where our before and after images and reviews and all those things come in.
Well, it sounds like you have a foundation of a great product, so you can kind of rest on that for everything, right? And then from there on, you know the persona you're talking to. Guys don't want to do anything.
Yes.
So
No, they don't.
30
The
seconds.
branding is very guy friendly.
Yeah, 30
And
seconds
when
is
they
great.
find
We
it-
give you
when they
one
find-
line on the decorations. All right, that's it. You get one line, and we'll make
Yeah,
it
when they
diagonal.
find
And it can be
what they
diagonal,
pay-
but that's it.
Yeah, we're loyal. I don't know about you, but like your toothpaste. When was the last time you changed brands of toothpaste?
Right. I don't know.
Not on purpose. We got kids, both of us, not together. I wish.
Right. Oh, God. Right.
But yeah, no. My kids.
I go between Little
throw mine
Mermaid
away.
and I don't know what's the other one. There's a blue one.
I do the
The point of it is usually when guys find a toothpaste, and when they think about that question, they're like, "Oh, I've been using the same toothpaste for 10 years."
lifetime value. Yeah.
That's the thing. The lifetime value of skincare for guys is like, we have people, we launched our subscriptions in January, who've gotten one bottle a month every single month since January. So they're on bottle 11. I can't even use it that fast. I mean, and it's free free, it's a couple cents, but
Good margins.
it's amazing. We just have such loyalty. We get no returns because when I formulated these products, I made them the best they could possibly be in this product category. I didn't stop formulating until they were there. And so now, the marketing gets it in your hands. Then the product itself, that sells the second, third, fourth bottle. It's like, you don't need to see an ad. You've used it on your face. You've felt the tightening. You see your skin looks better. Okay, great. We're done. We've won. You're just going to keep ordering from us.
And if it's really good, like an Apple product or a something that actually works in a snake oil kind of industry, right? That is health and personal care.
Yeah.
Like how many
Anything
goddamn
you rub on your face is.
dude? You go to a chick's shower and just how many just fucking different bottles?
They shop entirely
Two different exfoliators, really? Two?
It's the number of serums and like even my girlfriend, she has, I don't know, multiple. And by the way, they're not even all like BS. They're like, she does research and she knows there'll be a retinol serum or retinoid. She'll have a vitamin C, a hyaluronic acid. It's like, those are 3 serums. You ask a guy with a serum, I don't know.
Right.
And other people have 3, 4, 5. It's like, it's too much. We're going to have one moisturizer for your face, one for your body, one sunscreen for your face, one chapstick, one deodorant. We're not trying to have like 6 products per skin issue. If you want to solve a problem, here's the one product. And then, we'll probably end up solving, when it's all said and done, 90 to 95% of skin issues, whether it's cleaning your face with a facial cleanser that works for most people or a body wash or something like that. And we're not going to have 50 products. We'll have like 8. And you know that when you come, if you have a skin issue, you want something, you'll just, okay, I'm going to buy one of each and I'll just be taken care of. And I don't have to use 6 of them in a row. There's none of that. And that's powerful because it's like Twitter when it first launched. The 140 character limitation was actually very freeing because it meant you didn't have to write all these paragraphs, whatever. You could just like,
it set the tone. Yeah.
Say lunch today, send.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of like that for skincare. It's like, you come, you have a problem, find the 1, maybe 2 products, and see you later. It's not Sephora where they're going to sell you 50 things.
Sephora, dude. Yeah, and can I put this on my package area, the body serum? I won't put the face serum on there unless it's another dude's face.
They come.
I just shaved it down real nice. I manscaped to like a 1. Make it look bigger.
You want it to look younger?
Yeah, I want it to look like a baby dick.
What is the phrase they say? I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah,
you tell us.
All right,
I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work, but also I don't know. I'm trying to think from like a PR, perspective. I don't know.
PPR.
You run the show, man. You dictate the message. I mean, look. How about this? I'll do a video.
Where can we not put it? Where do we not put it? Directly in the eyeballs, I'm guessing.
And I'll
say this: if you're trying to use it for another purpose, it dries pretty quickly by design.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip. That's a good tip.
So it's not. Let's say a lubrication. My friends and I joke.
No, not looking for lubrication. More presentation.
He's talking about.
It works.
jacking off.
No, I don't want it for lube, man. I don't need the KY jelly. I got a lady. She likes me to keep it tight. So I go, all right. And then I notice a little, because I'm pretty pale downstairs. You know, when you
get a little bronzer.
Yeah, I need a little. Yeah, a bronzer really help. No, but I'm saying like I get the red bumps just like when I'm shaving upstairs.
Ah, I see.
You know, I want to make it camera ready.
Probably work. I don't see why
baby.
it wouldn't, although I haven't actually tried that.
All right, I will report back once you send us the free swag. Right?
It might make
We'll
the
tag your
area
Instagram, don't worry.
smoother and younger looking, so you'll have to let me know.
So are you said you're making the product in USA right now?
Yes, we make it all in Southern California. So when I started this, I didn't realize that Southern California is like the hub of skincare in America.
Mhm.
I didn't think many things were made in Southern California other than like movies and
Shout out Tustin. Yeah.
but like I didn't think there was manufacturing in California. It's not a very business friendly state. High regulations,
No.
high labor costs, high cost of living in general. Like it's good for a business like tech or Hollywood where you have multi-billion-dollar
Intangible
companies.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, and software like Google that's global powerhouses. But for actual manufacturing, other than like the Tesla plant being here, I didn't think it was. So much skincare is made here because the margins are pretty good and you can automate a lot of the manufacturing. So we make it here. Even the places we're looking to outsource and scale to, they're all an hour from here. Yeah.
Well, you got to put made in USA and all this stuff. If I wouldn't I wouldn't do my old boss correct if I didn't throw that out there.
We just added proudly formulated and filled in the USA.
Oh, man.
So
I need some.
like-
I need some red, white, and blue on the.
I was
I
gonna
need a
say,
little
make that thing
emoji
bigger.
somewhere.
well, we got green, and for our holidays, you know.
Wait, Irish? These colors don't run. No,
It's almost military green.
We got some. It's almost, but we didn't really want it to be. We do call the pen, the concealer pen, the camo pen because that tested the best for guys because we didn't want to call it concealer.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, I like the whole brand world, your brand story, leveraging a need.
Nice
Yeah,
little
don't get
thing
it
all
confused
that.
with your vape pen because I would
They
probably
all
do
line
that.
up, by the way. So, like all our products, so if you have them in a row, they look really nice, like when sitting in your bathroom.
Oh,
Little
for
tinctures.
the OCD
I'm trying to
man.
do this by the
Oh,
camera.
okay, I see. I got you.
Yeah, and then this one comes in on this side and same kind of thing.
That's
I
cool.
like a couple of other brands that did similar kind of through, like we call it a through line because that's like what it is.
Literally.
I just thought if you can have your products looking really nice in a row, easier photography, more shareable. Influencers will want to do whatever, more ads will sell more, and So we went A to Z. What can we do to make it a little nicer? We put embossing on the side of the box, so it's like rough skin to dry skin. We do like a lot of little elements like that we think elevate it too.
Yeah,
Love it.
adding
I
value.
like the way you think.
We were a little worried about this interview before we got on because it's like, we don't participate much in this sector.
Yeah.
I'd say, but I'm more interested in you as the entrepreneur, and your kind of whole milieu, if you will, is like keep it very simple, make good product, have the high quality customer service aspect. Are you a
I
perfectionist?
mean, yeah, but simply learn chemistry. I mean,
Well, you're
it's not-
autodidactic in that direction, which is
Am I a
crazy.
perfectionist? Yes, but I also know how to hit send.
Okay.
At some point, you're never gonna get to perfect, so just get as close to it. But it's been ground into me that like you also just got to get stuff out there because that's the only way to get the feedback in order to. I hate the word circle back, but to circle back to it, improve it, and constantly
The
do it. So
feedback loop.
we'll launch a product like this. Am I happy with this heat seal? No, but it was the only one we could get in time to launch it on time. So in a month when we make another 1,000 or 2,000 more of this, we'll have a better heat seal by that time, and we'll have probably like a box that says probably a slightly better message, or there'll be just tweaks here and there. Our fulfillment will get a little better. We'll have figured out a rate to negotiate with USPS, and we'll save 30 cents or something per unit. It's just you're always improving, but you do have to ship stuff.
Well, people think of creative in a product world like Steve Jobs. I was just thinking it'll be funny in 10 years if you are that Steve Jobs kind of guy. It's like the angle needs to be 90 0.5 degrees.
Well, actually, I am. That's
that's a good thing. I think.
You're
Like,
not. That's,
for this, yes.
If you've been successful,
41 degrees, yeah.
But if you've been successful, then like you've already had 3 huge businesses run well, right? And so at 32, when
you get to a point where you're like, just listen to me. Everybody shut up.
Well, you don't have to say it after a while. It just people go.
I'm right 70% of the time. When it comes to business ideas, I'm right 65 to 70% of the time. And the other 30%, I'm an idiot. Like my ideas, they make no sense. And so I empower my whole team to just be like, yeah, let's not do that. Or maybe this instead. Like my whole team tells me, because that's the way we win. It's like, I can't just have my ideas win. I still own the company. So if someone comes with a great idea and we implement their idea, so the one that
situationally collaborative, right? Yeah. So it's like, and 65% would be a banger if you know all the decisions you made are that.
Not all of the decisions. There's a process.
Some are bigger than others.
Because a lot of people think being an entrepreneur is you just wake up and you can make your own schedule. I could start working at noon. It's like, and then you will have missed 4 hours of stuff you could have gotten done that would have helped yourself. So it's like you trade in a 9 to 5 for a 24/7. Well, yeah, great. You get to decide what to do in that 24/7. It's like, okay.
I've been thinking a lot about that. Autonomy is really what everybody wants to get to in a professional career. Usually, I'm not talking entry-level people that want to do that forever. I'm talking about like people who have ambition. Eventually, it really breaks down to autonomy when you get to the thing everybody, I think, wants to do, right? Like, I look at the podcasting world. The reason it's so interesting is because you have the autonomy to get whatever show you want out there, right? Mm-hmm. And so, if people try to come at us and like, hey, you need to make your show PG-13, but we'll have Unilever as a sponsor. It'd be like, it's going to be a tough one.
Fuck Unilever.
It's going to be a tough putt. I'm like, we can still be poor. That's fine.
Yeah. We can't. I don't think we can do that. You'd be 5 minutes. We'd ruin it.
To you guys, it's like, for me, it's like the same thing. It's like I only have one speed, and that's do everything I can all the time to try to improve this. And so I'll send Slack or email messages that are like 2 pages of dense ideas and details. And my team at first, when I hire someone, they're like, what the fuck is going on? Then they started realizing, oh, you sent me enough work to do for a week with details. So like, we don't have to have calls. I don't have to ask you. I mean, they can always, but so we skipped 5 meetings, and it's like, oh, great. This is actually easy. You have your speed, and it makes you guys successful in what you do. And if you changed it, it wouldn't be you. You couldn't carry that on for long. Yeah, and that's a good way to, asynchronistically kind of manage in a bit. But, your ideas are easy. Ideas are like, everybody's pitched you app ideas, right? It's like, okay. More than I can even possibly imagine.
Execution's what makes the difference. Mm-hmm. It's what's Doug Benson, it's a high idea. It's just a stone. Yeah, an idea without execution is just stone thinking.
I worked with.
Idea.
I worked with people in the past who thought that ideas were everything. Like, I thought of an app. What if there was an app that made you $1 million a day? It's like, okay, great, build it. And so I always said that apps are like 2 to 3%. Or sorry, ideas are like 2 to 3% of a company. You need good ideas. But the execution of them is so much more important. Exactly what you said. It's like, and the problem is if you work with someone who values ideas a little bit, not execution, the company's not going to go so well.
Yeah,
so I've seen that with companies I've consulted for where there's an ideas guy and an execution guy, and the execution guy is way more important, but the idea guy acts like he's the guy.
Yeah, that's where you get the mock turtleneck, the black mock turtleneck, and cool, specs. Ideas, look, it doesn't, I don't devalue them if someone wants to pitch an idea to me, but it's like, with the app one especially, because it's died down. You want me to
be honest?
But I go, does it exist already? Did you do a simple Google search before talking out loud? And if it does exist, why isn't it working? If it doesn't exist, why doesn't it exist? And then that conversation gets me out of all these pitch ideas. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Why doesn't or does it exist? And they're like, ooh.
Because if they search that, it might ruin their
I know.
their idea.
It's like the guy in college.
There's a dopamine. Here's the thing. There's a dopamine hit. Or
Oh, yeah.
serotonin.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, combination of like, oh my god, this business idea. At this point, I'm so jaded. Where when I'm around a group of friends, and someone's like, oh my god, this idea. I just go like,
It'll never work.
like
You're simultaneously.
do you know that if you want to do this, it will be 3 years before you'll see $1 and have fun, like, you know. And someone will say, I have one friend from college who just throws out like these half-baked ideas, and he thinks they're genius. And I'm like, what you're saying would require like manufacturing in a special facility with like FDA approval, and if you want to sell international, I'm just like,
Incredible advances in quantum computing. That
Dude,
haven't happened
just
yet.
like, okay, cool.
How about
dude.
this? A bagel where you fill in the hole, you get more bagel for your buck. It's called a bogle.
Bagel?
I don't
Or is
know.
that Bialy?
There's actually an idea I had when I was like 8, but I just like using it as my stoner go-to.
Is that the bagel you thought? Oh, I used to come up with, because when I had my software company, and I used to go up to San Francisco to try to like recruit Stanford kids and all that whatever stuff. I would just get so annoyed by the like tech pretentiousness and the culture up there that I would just make up a bunch of apps. And one of my favorites
up
was
on the Mumberly.
What was it?
Airbnb was new at the time, so I made up cram share. You like have your car parked in the street and you like rent it out for people to sleep in it at night.
Actually,
I kind of love that.
you were ahead of your time for San Francisco.
And I was like, this is great, and I tried to make them stupid. I told people that my family owned the airspace for the internet in outer space. I can't remember the exact phrasing. So it was the outer net. My family owned the space rights to the internet called the outer net. And people believed me, and I was like,
I've got one that's probably going to end this interview. It's like the food service apps, all the delivery ones, but it's for hooking up, for submissive guys. It's called Uber Eats Pussy.
nice.
Nothing? No sound effect? Nothing?
I don't have my thing.
Oh, damn. I thought you had the...
Oh, damn.
All right. Well, we got to leave on a bad note. We'll cut that out in post.
No, I will absolutely leave that.
By the way, great pun. I stand by that joke. But go to Krete, KRETE.club. You got to, if you're listening on Black Friday weekend, as this episode comes out, 41% off all products. Thanks for coming on. If you're ever in Florida, hit us up.
Tampa, you said?
We're in Tampa, yeah.
Other than Portland, the strip club capital.
Yeah, they somehow took our title, but we got the sleazier ones.
Right, we're more strip clubby than they are. Way more.
5? Yeah, maybe.
What do you want? A steampunk stripper? What do you want? Like
Right.
chicks with
They have a vegan one there called like El Diablo or something. My friend had a bachelor
Vegan
party
strip
there.
floppy tits?
But it was a nerdy bachelor party, so we didn't even go to any. This was years ago, but we found out that was the case. So they have a vegan strip club there.
Well, when you grow up here, you get it out of your system before you get to college, so it becomes passé.
Right.
Fair enough.
I went to 7 Seas at 14 years old.
Yeah, they're like, you should. This place, you're bad people letting us in there.
Sounds like one of the nice West Philly ones that college.
I walked in. There's a pregnant lady in the shower.
Called it 7 Diseases.
Yeah, I had a cast and braces and Umbros on. I couldn't have looked more like a child.
Right.
But I had a Swisher Sweet in.
Umbros to the strip club.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. We'll have to have you back on once you make some more 2-month leaps in this.
I